So starting on the hands and knees, and from that space, step yourself back into a plank position. And then start to paddle the feet as you lift up through those hips, finding a downward facing dog A-shaped position. Paddling the feet as you arrive here, maybe moving through the hips a little, maybe moving through those shoulders, bending the elbows, bending the knees, just bringing it into a little bit of fluidity. And then when you're happy to bring everything to stillness, encourage the heels towards the floor, widen the fingers, hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. Come forward to a plank position and then drop down with the knees, untuck the toes, turn the creases of the elbows forward as you release down towards the floor. Push into the hands and lift up the chest, find a little baby cobra. And then release the chest back down, tuck under with the toes, bring those chests back towards those thighs. Pushing into those hands and feet as you lift up the hips to find your downward facing dog place. Bring your weight into your left foot and raise your right leg up towards the ceiling. And on your out breath, bring that right knee to the chest, drop the left knee down, bring your right foot through in between the hands. Untuck the back toes, left hand stays down as you raise that right hand up to the ceiling, gazing up towards that thumb. Try and rotate through the waist, use that left hand as an anchor, the right shoulder stacking on top of the left. Support through the feet here, pushing into the floor nice and strong. And then start to lift the shoulders, lifting the left hand away, turning, twisting to that right side of the room. Arms now come to shoulder height, long arms. And the waist is being twisted, neutral pelvis, shoulders turning to the right. Then scoop your right arm down and around. Bring it forward to meet the left. Then raise both hands up towards the ceiling to find your low lunge position. Squeezing through the bum, pushing the hips forward, trying to engage through the core center by tethering those ribs and hips towards each other. Push energetically into both feet as you hold this space. One more breath here. Then release those hands down either side of that right foot, tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee. Right leg lifts up towards the ceiling and bring it back down to meet the left. Take a paddle of the feet, movement through the hips, movement through the elbows and the shoulders. And then bring those heels to stillness. Your next breath in, your left leg lifts. Bring that knee into the chest. Drop down onto your right knee and step your left foot through. Untuck the back toes, right hand stays down as you raise up with the left hand up to the ceiling, twisting through the waist, turning the shoulders, left on top of the right. Maybe the gaze up to that left thumb. So really feel that activation in the feet now, pushing them into the mat for stability. As you slowly raise that right hand away from the floor, shoulders stack now on top of the hips, but the shoulders are turning left and the hips are still facing that short edge of the mat. Rotation from using those oblique muscles at the side of the waist. Then bring your left arm down, around, bring it forward to meet the right. Then raise both hands up to the ceiling, try not to flare the ribs, squeeze that right bum cheek to push those hips forward as much as you can, engaging through the belly, stabilizing through the feet, lengthening up through the arms but relaxing through the shoulders. Then on your next out breath, bring both hands down either side of the left foot, tuck the back toes under, lift up the back knee. Left leg lifts up to the ceiling and then bring that left leg back down to meet the right. Come forward to plank. Choice to drop the knees if you wish, or if you come in with me, turn the creases of the elbows forward. Slowly let that body come down to the floor in one long line. Untuck the toes when you arrive there. Push into the hands, lift up the chest maybe a little higher this time. Then release that chest back down, tuck under with the toes. Push into the hands as you bring that chest back towards the thighs. Push into the hands and feet, lift up the hips and squeeze those heels back. So the next time we transition through with that right leg, choice can be to drop the left knee if you wish, or just bring that right foot through, keeping the hips high. I'm going with that second option of keeping the hips high. Weight comes into the left foot as you raise that right leg up to the ceiling. As you then bring the knee into the chest, this is the difference. Maybe you drop that left knee or keep the hips high as you step that right foot through. Once the right foot's through, drop the back knee. Keep the left hand down, reach up with the right hand, find that rotation of the waist. Push into both feet now as you raise up with the shoulders to find that rotated twist of lunge. Then scoop the right arm down and around, bring it forward to meet the left. Raise both hands up, squeeze that left bum cheek forward, draw the ribs and hips together. And then bring your right hand forward, your left hand back, rotate and twist to the left. So the arms are in line with the shoulders. Our hips are turning a little also with the shoulders to the left side of the room. We're going to reverse this down knee warrior. So turn the right palm, reach forward, then send that right hand up to the ceiling, left hand down the back of the left leg. And just find reverse warrior just for a breath in this modified version of the left knee to the floor. One more breath here. And then start to windmill the hands down, either side of that right foot, tuck your back toes under, lift up the back knee, bring your right leg up to the ceiling, bring it back to meet the left. Come forward to a plank position. Again, choice to drop the knees if you wish, or turn the creases of the elbows and release the body down nice and slow. Untuck the toes, push into the hands, lift up through the chest, maybe come a little higher with your back bend. Then release that chest back down, tuck under with the toes. Bring those chests back towards those thighs. Push into the hands and feet, lift up the hips, squeeze the heels back. Have a nod, have a shake of the head. Maybe have a little paddle, roll of the shoulders. So we're doing that exact same movements on that left side. So reach up with the left leg on your in-breath. On the out-breath, bring that knee to the chest. Choice to drop the right knee now if you wish. Or step that left foot through in between the hands. When the left foot's through, bring the right knee down and untuck the right toes. Right hand stays down as your left hand lifts. Gaze up to that left thumb. Stabilize into the feet as you then lift that right hand away, bringing those shoulders over the hips but turn to the left. Hold it in that space just for a breath. Then scooping the left arm down and around, forward to meet the right. Raise the both hands up to the ceiling. Then bring your left hand forward, your right hand back, turn and twist the shoulders, maybe the hips a little, to that right side of the room. Arms are in line with the shoulders. Push strong into that floor. Keep everything in line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Then turn that left palm forward, reaching forward with the left hand. Send the left hand to the ceiling, right hand down the back of the right leg, finding a reverse knee down warrior. Breathing as we move. And then windmill the hands down, either side of that left foot. Tuck your back toes under, lift up your back knee. Send that left leg up to the ceiling. Bring it back down to meet the right. Take a breath in, come forward to plank. On your breath out, turn the creases of the elbows, maybe drop the knees or come down with a straight body. Untuck the toes when you get there. Push into the hands and lift up the chest. Release the chest down, tuck under with the toes. Chest back towards those thighs. Then push into the hands and feet, lift up the hips, squeeze the heels back. Paddle through those feet, bend through those elbows, make it a little fluid in your down dog. And then coming down onto the knees. And then bring the untuck of the toes. Take a breath in, reach the hands up to the ceiling, palms come together at the top. On your out breath, push into those shins, lift up through the hips. Bring your right hand down to the right thigh, reach over with the left hand. Come back to the centre, right arm lifts, left arm comes down, reach over with the right hand. Back to centre, then bring your left hand forward, right hand back, hips stay forward, rotate to the right. Hands back to the centre, right hand forward, left hand back, rotate to the left. Hands come back to the centre, hands come back to the chest, the seat to the feet. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Now